Anna Kasparian, our little hook-nosed intern from Cal State Northridge, she is currently on a generational run. She's been barking and yelling and nagging and screeching and neck veining at the camera for a long time now, but she's finally found her raison. You know what? Fuck French. Her reason to be alive is to hate on Israel, the Jewish homeland. The one and only Jewish state in the world. She has decided to hate on them. Now, is this through osmosis from her anti-Semitic cohort? Keek? Cenk Uygur? Of course. That's part of it, but it's also audience capture. She is just incredibly popular among the pro-Palestinian LARPing dipshits who are a cult. It is a desperate attempt to cobble together meaning in their lives. They make believe a villain. Israel has been cast as the role of villain. They make up shit that they did, aka the pretendicide. They project. They side with terrorists. They say, no, you're the terrorist. No, Hamas is the genocidal ones and its supporters. And so what do? You blame the other people. So she's been doing this and it's received a lot of fanfare. So she has, sane people and non-hateful people, non-anti-Semites, sort of find her to be disgusting, and she is. And let's pause here really quick to just talk about, she recently did a debate, the most pointless, cringe debate in the history of time. Anna won the debate because she was going up against a autistically retarded Sasquatch of just a hateful, woman-hating beast of a nobody. Pearl somebody. It's just a truly vile and pointless human being who cannot speak publicly to save her life. I mean, she was wrong, she was ugly, she was just everything bad. She was just fully displaying. But Anna, we usually see her from the waist up, and you really don't get a chance to see what's going on downstairs. I mean, putting a close-up on her torso, you'd think she's a normal-sized human. She's not. She's a fidget. She's 5'3", if that, in heels. So we're talking about a little fidget who butchered her face up when she was in her 20s because she was ashamed of her Armenian heritage and her nose. And so she lopped it off. And it's very strange for her to end up in this pro-Muslim Gaza Hamas dick riding situation where she finds herself. I mean, yes, she joined a genocide denier, a Armenian genocide denier, Cenk Uygur, to a company named the Young Turks. They're the people that did the Armenian genocide. So she is insanely traitorous to her people. It's not just her nose getting cut off. But it's like, you're from Armenia, but you're not. You're just a whitewashed girl from the fucking valley. And it's like, Armenians are Christians. You're not even a Christian. You're just an atheist. You thought you were a Latina growing up, and you married a Hispanic broke guy. And so now let me get this right, you're an atheist with a Christian background, and you are cheerleading Muslim jihadist terrorists. Because why? Oh, right, your family fled from Armenia. I think you had a Syrian member of your family, and they were housed in some Palestinian home for a day or two, and so therefore you have allegiance to these people. It's just like, Anna, it's so preposterous. Anyway, back to the dimensions of her lower body. You might wonder, why is this woman pushing 40 and has no children? And it's because to have children, you need childbearing hips. Anna doesn't have hips. Anna doesn't have an ass. Anna looks like a stick figure, looks like a stick bug. What in the actual fuck is that? What in the fuck is that? I mean, for as vile as Pearl is, at least there is something holding up the back of her skirt. Like, I can only assume there might be an ass under there, as horrific as that is. But this is deeply unnatural. Your body. What drugs are you taking? What are you doing? You are a hateful, shriveled raisin of an anti-Semitic bitch. I mean, I feel like watching Anna Kasparian on the internet is like a prolonged origin story of the Wicked Witch of the West. It's like, how do witches become witches? Well, here's the backstory. But anyway, when you become popular, it doesn't even matter what it is that you're saying that made you popular. You'll just keep doing it. So she's totally audience captured and is obsessively, ridiculously hateful towards Jews and Israel. And she gets called out for it all the time. She didn't win Anti-Semite of the Year this year, but she was nominated. And, part of the reason was, she talks shit about Israel and the Jews every day. So there's that. Every day she does this. It is her profession to be an anti-Semite. And we have, for a long time, played this ridiculous game of her trying to find some space between, no, I just hate Israel, I don't hate Jews. Or now she's pushed it back to, I don't hate Israelis, I just hate the Israeli government. Which is it's complete bullshit. So even taking her at her word, which you should never, if you're against the Israeli government, that means you're against the IDF. And you're against everyone who participates in the IDF. And that includes every Israeli. So you're against all Israelis. And for you to try to parse that and pretend like you aren't is absurd. She's getting called out by organizations that sort of watch. They watch and keep track of like raging anti-Semites. And Canary Mission is one of them. They just posted this clip, which I found to be tasty.
I mean, when I say I hate Israel, I'm talking about the government, not the people of Israel.
Yeah. And for any Israelis watching this right now, I want you to be clear. I need you to understand something clearly. You are hated internationally. Hated.
So Anna has elected herself the spokesperson for international everybody. And she's saying, hey, Israelis. She didn't say, hey, Israeli government. She said, hey, Israelis, you're hated by everyone, including me. So this is why, Anna, we call you a hateful, asymmetrical nostriled, hook-nosed, neck-veined, barren, current-day witch, hipless, assless, fidgeted freak. This is why we call you that. Because you are that. So the gaslighting and the volume of your piercing, shrieking, horrifically obnoxious voice is not going to change what you are.
I feel like when I say I hate Israel, it's pretty clear. I do not hate Jews.
It's not because you're Jewish. It's because you think you're God's chosen people when you act like absolute demons.
I do not hate Jews. I only hate Israel. Now, by the way, do you think this standard would apply? Imagine if there were one Muslim state. Not the dozens that we have, just one. It was just Saudi Arabia. And imagine if I spent every day of my life shitting on, critiquing, demonizing, lying about, propagandizing against, and just being generally hateful towards the one Muslim state in the world. Do you think she would consider me anti-Islam or anti-Muslim? For example, Armenia is the one Armenian state of Armenians in the world. If I spent every day of my life being like, fuck Armenia, fuck Armenia, fuck Armenia, oh, but not Armenians, just Armenia. And then I say things that are applicable to all Armenians, like this clip right here.
I feel like when I say I hate Israel, it's pretty clear. I do not hate Jews.
It's not because you're Jewish. It's because you think you're God's chosen people when you act like absolute demons.
Okay, that's you literally demonizing the Jewish people, not the Israeli government people, Anna, the Jewish people. The Jewish people consider themselves the chosen. That is a phrase associated with them. You are addressing the entirety of Judaism when you say you consider yourself the chosen people, but you act like demons. No, they don't. They are defending themselves from people who act like demons, which is Hamas, an internationally recognized terrorist group that you run cover for and are on the side of. You hideous freak. Go fuck yourself. Be gone. Go back to Northridge. And, I shouldn't say that. But let's continue.
I find hatred toward any group of people absolutely deplorable, and I would never engage in it.
The whole international community loathes you.
Hey, Israel, the whole world loathes you, and I'm the Captain Mean Girl. I'm 5'3" of just neck-veined evil, and I'm here to say, fuck you, we all hate you. By the way, also, now in broad daylight when I have to talk to other adult humans, oopsie, I don't hate anybody. I'm better than everyone, and I'm me hateful? What? Some of my best friends are Jews.
The hands?
And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
Yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
And we all have our trigger points, I guess.
I mean, Canary Mission didn't show the clip where she literally says to a Jewish guy, I can see your horns. I can see your horns. But okay, so Anna went on a podcast recently with a couple of, from what I can tell, comedians. Guys that were a bit irreverent and, trying to have a good time. But they were asking some probing questions. And Anna backpedaled and freaked out and, of course, went back to her favorite talking point, which is fuck Israel, 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 Israel. It's so fucking boring to hear this woman just every day of her life. I mean, let me remind you, she made multiple videos. Well, first of all, she's praising Tucker and Candace and Nick Fuentes for their Jew hatred and Israel hatred. I mean, it's like catnip for her. But she has said recently that the Jews might have killed Charlie Kirk. So she's lobbed that one out many times and have dedicated several videos to that on multiple different shows. She also did several videos on the fact that 9/11 was done by Jews. Okay? So again, it's just perfect projection. It's like, Anna, 9/11 was done by Muslims. Okay, Saudi Arabians, Afghani, but it was Muslims doing it. And so what do? Let's just say the Jews did it. Oh, okay. So Anna, let me just remind you, you're not Muslim. You're not from these regions. You're from Armenia. They're Christians. You're not even Armenian. You're not even Christian. So you're just a dumb bitch from the valley. So like, can we not just be tribal randomly, or I don't know, like pick a better tribe, or just acknowledge that you are a hateful anti-Semitic bitch? At some point, maybe that's the path of least resistance. Just do that. So anyway, she goes on this show. It's interesting. She gets asked about the happy merchant meme. You know, the one where she rubbed her hands together and said, and she was anti-Jewing it up to Cenk's horror. Not really to his horror, but just like, ooh, can we get away with this? Are we ready? Are we ready to remove the mask and just be this fucking gross? And apparently, yeah, she got praised for it.
You're gonna be like, yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total
the
creep.
hands right there.
All right,
So-
total creep.
You say you are Israel obsessed. And I saw a clip of you this week saying you hate Israel.
It's pretty strong.
Well, it's pretty strong,
Yeah.
right?
I'm not hateful. I'm not a hateful person. I just hate Israel. And anyone associated with Israel or the IDF, which is everybody in Israel. So yes, technically I hate all the Jews of Israel. Yeah. But I'm not an anti-Semite. No.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Three
I
hates.
say I hate Israel, I'm
Three
talking
hates.
about the government, not
Okay.
the people of Israel.
Yeah.
Right. And everybody is forced and mandated to be a part of the government and serve in the IDF. So you are saying you hate everybody in Israel. And you hate every Zionist. So let's ask that question. She hates every Zionist, which includes just, hundreds of millions of people. Like, I don't even know who couldn't be a Zionist. Let me ask you a question. Out of the 200 and whatever countries there are on this planet, can you name one country that you don't think should exist? Now, secondary question, can you name a word associated with your opinion that a country should exist? So when I say Croatia exists, is there a word that you can now call me a Croatian Zionist? No, because obviously Croatia should exist, Argentina should exist, New Zealand should exist. We're not in a debate over the existence of any of these countries. It's only one. And Anna hates Zionists. She hates the state of Israel. And, so she's just hateful to just billions of human beings around the planet. And she's losing, which explains the anger. So Israel wins all the time. Your hatred and your little grotesque shriveled face and mangled face, all of your rage, all of your noise leads to nothing. You are scum. You're scum, Anna. You disgust us. And you're not better than fucking anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a different...
Some people.
Yeah, okay. So well, why not include government? There's I hate the Israeli government.
I feel like when I say I hate Israel, it's pretty clear. And by the way, I've said government of Israel, like repeatedly. I'm very clear about that.
Right. You're only nominated for Anti-Semite of the Year. You do the Happy Merchant meme. You say, I can see your Jewish horns. You say, you think of yourself as God's chosen people, but you act like demons. You do blood libel after blood libel upon Jewish people every day of your life. A day of your life does not go by where you don't shit upon Israel. Anna, it's time to wake up. And I'm not sure if your nose still functions after what medical science has done to it, but you need to wake up and smell the coffee. You are a disgusting, hateful, Jew-hating wench. Okay, so go fuck yourself, you dumb bitch, is the message from the rest of the world. You nominated yourself as being the international spokesperson. That's me. I speak for all sane, non-hateful people of this earth. You are a vacuous husk of a human being, enraged with your own life failure. You are not a happy person, you are a hateful person, and you will be forever vilified and memorialized as being such. And for what, Anna? Some likes, some views, some popularity, money? What was the payoff, Anna? Did you ever expect to be this gnarled, fucked up version of a person? Good God, you are a grotesque, twisted dunce.
What I also, by the way, do not appreciate is when I'm being specific about a foreign country's government and people immediately smear me as someone who hates Jews. I do not hate Jews. I find hatred toward any group of people absolutely deplorable, and I would never engage in it.
Even Turks?
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
I actually
Little
think
bit.
that my relationship with Cenk is a perfect example of what my worldview is, which is you judge individuals, period. Okay.
The show's
like
called
that.
The Young Turks. It's so crazy.
I know, but we live in America,
Yeah.
and
What? We live in America? That's such a cop-out. Anna, he didn't live in America. He's from Turkey. Has ties to Turkey. His whole family's from Turkey. He is a guy who wrote articles denying the Armenian genocide. He named his company The Young Turks, not for an American context, for the Turkish context. He is a Turkish guy. So for you to say it's an American company is such a fucking cop-out. Hey, Devin, what's the name of your new podcast? Oh, it's the Brown Shirts? What? Okay, but isn't that the group in the Nazi Germany? Like, are you pro-Nazi? No. This is an American company. Oh, okay, so it's the American version. Okay. I guess then you're off the hook. Oh, God. Great point, Anna.
At some point we were like, I don't know, call it something like The Young Armenians. Like, can we have a switch off like day to day?
I will say
today is TYA, tomorrow's TYT. We just like make it different. Because I feel like offended. Like, this is a great time period. 2019, you could have been like, my safety. You could have said that to him and maybe gotten a payout.
No, it's funny because I've never really loved the name of the show.
Yeah.
But I did go through a very...
Anna, they're laughing at you because you're an Armenian who went and has been working for a company named after the group of people that killed 1.5 million of your people. Okay? Founded and named by a denier of that genocide. That was an actual genocide. Anna is about to make this speech about, oh, I converted Cenk and I got him to realize it was a genocide. Nothing has changed. Cenk and you are still wrong about genocide. So the 1.5 million Armenians who were killed, that was a genocide. The 30,000 civilians in Gaza who were killed after having elected a terrorist group that started a war and then hid behind their civilians, that 30,000, that's not a genocide. It represents less than 1% of their population, a population which grew over the 2 years of the so-called pretendicide. So it's not remotely comparable. For you to call it a genocide is fucking crazy, and especially coming from an Armenian who should know what a genocide is. But you are a hook-nosed wannabe Latina from Northridge, so you wouldn't even know about that. So I love how Anna plays this card, I'm Armenian, as if it means anything. Have you been to Armenia? Like, you are so not Armenian. I used to live in an Armenian neighborhood in Buenos Aires. Okay, I feel like I'm more Armenian than you. I am a fan of Armenian culture. You should be in an Uber with me. When I'm with an Armenian, I will sit there and talk the dude's head off about Armenia and its culture. And by the end of it, they're like, can I tip you? They're like, oh my God, I'm so impressed and feel respected and seen. The fact that you are not just some random know-nothing American, but you actually know about this little country way the fuck in the other side of the world. It is an honor I bestow upon those taxi drivers. In other words, my presence is my present.
The defiant phase where I came to the realization that like the harassment I was getting from a lot of like Armenians in LA particularly wasn't really about the name of the show. It was about my political views because I was so far left. And Armenians, generally speaking, are pretty conservative.
No, you fucking dunce, dude. It's about you signing up for your own personal fame and greed and self-interest and totally selling out your people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's so ridiculous. We hate you. The Armenians hate you. Everyone hates you, Anna. Yeah, your opinions are shit too, but like there's no business, there's fucking no way in hell you should be joining a group called the Young Turks. You're so dumb, and you've been doubling down on your stupidity ever since.
Yeah.
And during COVID, there was a conversation about like, should we change the name of the show? And they caught me at a real bad time to ask me that question because I'm like, no. No, I'm not going to cave to them. No, there's no way.
But on this issue, to that point, and to what we were talking about before, we were talking about having productive conversations with people we disagree with. And I think that we try to model that here, and hopefully it works, and sometimes it doesn't, of course. But when you're clipped out all the time, and you...
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
You're the hands?
Well,
that thing?
That was
She did a hands thing?
Hold on. No, hold on.
The Jew thing.
No. First of all, hold on.
Oh, God. Now, look at her trying to control the narrative here. She goes, oh, no, time out. Hold on, wait. So she is trying to do damage control because these are guys, they're smart, they're aware. They're like, hey, Anna, you know how like we're not in the middle of one of your frenzied bubble of Jew-hating psychopaths? So we're not going to sit there and seal clap for the fact that you enacted the happy merchant meme and we're like, fuck the Jews. We're kind of like grown-ass men who are calling you out, basically, for being a hateful bitch. And look at her panic. where she's like, oh, no, please, no, don't. Let me explain this to you. Now let's watch her explanation as to why she acted out one of the most famous anti-Jewish tropes in the world in reference to a Jewish guy. And she's about to say, no, nothing to see here, guys. Here's why that's nothing.
That was
She did a hands thing?
Hold on.
The Jew thing.
No. First of all, hold on.
I'll put that for Instagram, the Jew thing. Yeah.
Pause.
I
didn't even know that was I had.
You were just saying greedy Jew in general. You didn't know about the cartoon.
No.
I'm a Jew. Come on.
I'm doing the villain. Like, I thought that's what villains do. Like,
Yeah, you consider Jews to be villains. Yes. So now she's saying, I didn't even know it was an anti-Jewish meme. I spent every day of my life shitting on Jews and shitting on Israel. We did a segment talking about a Jewish billionaire, a famously Jewish billionaire. And she's like, I just happened to reenact perfect, the meme of the Happy Merchant. And I don't even know about the meme. Listen to what she says.
you know, Mr. Burns or
Yes.
whatever. Like,
Jewish.
Mr. Bernstein.
I didn't know.
His name's Mr. Bernstein.
Wait, is
yeah,
Mr.
I didn't know
Burns
that.
Jewish?
Mr. Burns Jewish.
Mr.
Yeah.
Burns
I
is
didn't
not
know.
It's a
Jewish.
big company, does that. Yeah, of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that meme, number one. Wow, so she has really walked it back. I'm sorry, Anna, I guess it's my mistake. Because you were just doing a Mr. Burns impression, even though that's not what he does. But okay, I think you're just a fan of The Simpsons. Now that I know you didn't know about that meme, maybe it was just a, unfortunate coincidence. Had you known about the meme, though, I mean, you have been on the internet since its inception. You are up to date topically with internet culture. Like, you've been on social media for 20 years. So it would be weird if you didn't know the meme, but you telling me now I didn't know the meme, say it again.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
She didn't know about that meme, number one. Anna, that's interesting because in the immediate aftermath of this video of yours going viral and you soaking up fame and popularity and money for having done anti-Semitic tropes and forever immortalizing you in that hideous face trying to mock Jews, you put out a video where you explicitly stated that you did know that meme. And so, Anna, what we call that right now, we call that a lie. What you're saying now is you lying to us. You absolutely did know that meme, and here's the fucking proof, eat my asshole.
I'm like, wait, hold on. And then she brings up, oh, you were rubbing your hands and making fun of the Jews. This is Canary Mission propaganda, full stop. And it's in reference to this. Let me show you what they've posted on social media. Now, they claim that I'm doing the Happy Merchant meme, which, by the way, I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
I've seen that photo all over the internet. So, yeah, you didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant, but you've seen that anti-Jewish meme all over the internet for years. So, hold on. I've seen that photo all over the internet, and then what did you just say?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
Of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before.
I didn't know about that meme, and then what was it? 2 months prior, you said, I've seen that meme all over the internet. Anna, make this make sense.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before.
Of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
Anna, which version of you is lying? Clearly this current version, where you're like, oh, I didn't even know the meme. And she continues, listen to this.
Yeah.
Like what is it called? The
Happy Merchant?
Yeah.
Is it
Why would
Happy
I know
Merchant
about
or
that?
Greedy?
Why would I know about that? Because you've been terminally online since the start of the internet. And because you admitted publicly, I've seen that meme all over the place. You said that, Anna, and now you're saying, oh, I don't even know anything about it. Even in this interview with these guys, she's like, what was it called again? What was it called? You've mentioned the name of it. You've researched it. You know it's called the Happy Merchant. But all of a sudden she has amnesia, like, oh, I'm so unfamiliar with it. I've never heard of this meme, except I've seen the meme all over the internet for years. So the fucking spin from like this dumb idiot. Like, Anna, you're such a rodent. God almighty. You fooled nobody, you Jew-hating bitch.
I know about it because I post it sometimes. So that you're saying you didn't know that.
Of course not. And by the way,
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. She doesn't know it. Of course I don't even know the meme. What's it called? Smash cut.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
So you're saying you didn't know that.
Of course not. And by the way, me doing the villain thing was in response. I'm not. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. I did it in response to.
Do you have the prosthetic nose we were going to give her for the thing?
I was told yesterday that I hate the Jews.
By the way,
I'm not doing that.
I did that in the context of a story about surveillance and Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
A Jewish guy wanting to surveil people. So, Anna, there are not that many Jews in the world. It just so happens you did the Happy Merchant meme about a Jew. And these guys are about to point that out to her. Like, don't try to downplay this. She's making that point as if to say, I was doing the Happy Merchant about some Irish Catholic guy. It had nothing to do with Jews. You did it about a Jew, Anna.
I did that in the context of a story about surveillance and Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
Okay, but like...
there is no answer. Adult men are laughing at you in your face, and you have now resigned to the fact that you have no fucking defense for this? Like, it's just a coincidence that Larry Ellison is a Jew. And he's like a mega Jew. Like, this is Larry Ellison talking about Israel and just being a horrific Zionist. He thinks Israel should exist. Listen to this.
Tell us, what is your connection to Israel?
Well, the renewal of the Jewish state is something that I think touches all of us. For 2,000 years, we were a stateless people. And now we have a country of our own, defended by all the brave men and women of the IDF. So anything we can do to support them who, devote their lives for preserving the state of Israel, keeping the people safe, and allowing our state to continue sometimes in very, very difficult situations.
About like, yes, we're going to surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total.
And Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
Okay, but like...
I see where this is
So
going.
anyway...
I didn't know he was Jewish.
So it's no coincidence, Anna. You knew he was a Jew. You knew about that meme, and you did the Happy Merchant. And now you're trying to lie to our face about it, like you're Hassan Piker lying about shocking his dog. It's just like, dude, you're so exposed. Like, we see you for what you are.
One of my good friends, when he reached out to me and was like, Anna, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you talking about? What am I doing? I'm like, we're talking about Larry Ellison. He's like, this is the Happy Merchant meme. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know what it is. That thing? Oh, the thing I do know what it is? The thing, right, the meme, the anti-Jewish meme. I've been seeing it for years. I see it all over the internet. I don't know what it is. Right, Anna? Maybe it's just sunken into your DNA, where it's just, I see a Jew, I know about anti-Jewish tropes, and I just merged the two together. It all just was a blissful, serendipitous, harmonious moment where I just became the anti-Jewish trope.
That's amazing.
And then
I had never heard of.
And then when
I saw it
you.
after the clip of you started circulating, and I remember distinctly when it happened because it was right before we did the event in California.
God, it was like the worst. And then when people did the side by side, I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Was it good?
Did you at any point just say uncanny?
It actually
really
was
amazing. Yeah,
it was. And
it was uncanny. Yes, it was very non-canny. And it was you doing the anti-Jewish trope, and I don't understand. This is such an embarrassing attempt to diminish her fucking vile hatred. I kind of just am tickled by it. I love it because Anna deserves all the backlash, all the smoke, all the hatred that she gets.
Obviously, that wasn't intentional. But
to the point where her neighbors are stopping her in the street and going, hey, didn't appreciate your anti-Jewish bullshit that you're pushing out there, you fuck. And she's like, oh my God, you tried to sick your poodle puppy on me. and she tries to dox this woman and be like, fuck you, fuck all of you. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little poodle too.
But no, in that, just to finish this on that, the way things are clipped and, you're in an argumentative profession. You debate people. I mean, you're here in the East Coast because you're, as you described, like a sort of WWF, WWE, whatever style debate or MMS style debate. And we also talk, and I believe you when you say, like, having debates with people who you disagree with in respectful ways. And then, in a way, whether it's of your own making or not, that's, for viewers, and you can explain to me whether that's true or not, you become an avatar of somebody who does hardcore combat online, in which it's vein popping and finger wagging. And
oh yeah, she brings veins to an idea fight for sure.
I hate Israel, hate. Yep. Like, how do you square those things? And does it ever bother you that, like, okay, I mean, I'm somebody who flies off the handle periodically. Sorry, guys. And I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I should calm down. Maybe I should have a better, more constructive conversation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Are you having those, like, do you think about that stuff yourself, considering, and again, whether it's of your own making or that's what people are pushing upon you, is that's kind of a reputation you have, right? Of like somebody who does combat online.
Yeah, so there have definitely been moments where immediately afterward, I'm like, I should have kept calm, but I'm human. Yeah. And we all have our trigger points, I guess. And I think a perfect example, for me, it is. It is. And so, absolutely. And I think that might be the only thing at this point.
Clue number one that you might be an anti-Semite. The only thing in this world that triggers me is any mention of Israel. The homeland of the Jews being attacked by psychopathic, marauding terrorists and their defense of said attack, that really bothers me to the point where I will freak the fuck out. Yeah, Anna, you're just a Jew-hating cunt whore bitch. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. You're a worthless, hateful fuck.
I think I can stay calm and level-headed with pretty much any other debate. I just debated, a woman-hating female who goes by Pearl.
No, we're not done yet. Oh, we're talking about somebody else. Okay.
But no, I mean, like, a good example is...
We'll call you Pearl from now on.
Every time I go on Piers Morgan show, like, I think that show is specifically crafted in a way...
Of course it is.
I know.
Absolutely crafted. Is it worth it to you? I mean, you have a big profile. You have a show that, does well for you financially. What is the benefit of going on Piers Morgan show, which is kind of polluting the discourse? Well, I think it is, my opinion, just only my opinion, but it's polluting the discourse. What is the benefit for you? Why do you do it?
I do it because it's an opportunity to make my point and make my argument to an audience that otherwise would never hear from me, right? So that is the argument to do it, and that's why I do it.
Sure.
I need to be better at staying calm when it comes to the topic of Israel, but I've gone on that show to talk about and debate so many other issues where I did a good job, I think, and I think that, there's a possibility that there are some people who heard a perspective that they otherwise wouldn't hear, and I think that's worth it.
Although I suspect...
Unless you speak Arabic, and you hear it all the time.
I do suspect that there is a larger percentage of the population that is, they see you get that intense and they immediately become suspicious.
Totally, yeah. It doesn't do me any favors when I fly off the handle. I get embarrassed about it later.
Unless you do it well. I
mean, she does it pretty damn well. I just think that there's
I don't like that I
do
lose my mind and start screaming at Shabbos Kestenbaum. It's not good. It's not a good look.
By the way,
that's his name, and it's funny because, like, for a while,
that sounds like you just made up an anti-Semite.
No, he's the guy. No. Shabbos is the guy.
Kestenbaum.
I'm surprised you guys don't know about him. He's the one who sued Harvard.
I do.
Okay, got it.
I do.
So that's interesting. Anna says, look, I'm embarrassed, and I don't think it's good. It's not a good look that I scream at Shabbos Kestenbaum or whatever. And it's like, Anna's embarrassed by that, and it's cringe because it is. You act like a fucking emo toddler, just this angsty teen who has no respect, no decorum, no professionalism. You're just a shrieking, horrifically dumb bitch in public on broadcast, and they're like, ooh, look, the woman's losing her fucking shit again. The anti-Semites going crazy against the Jews. Film it, let's get those clicks. And Anna, you're trying to say you're embarrassed and you find it cringe? when this woman, right after yesterday, she posts a tweet after this. So listen to what she's saying here.
Day, every single day, as they're waiting for food. No, I'm not gonna let you filibuster, bitch. I'm not gonna let you filibuster. I'm not gonna let you filibuster. You guys are totally all day.
Somebody had sent a tweet to her and said, have you seen yourself lately? Self-awareness is a bitch. If you want psychotic, here you go. And it's like, one of my prouder moments last year. Thanks for the reminder. And it's like, she's proud of this. So you're not finding it cringe or embarrassing. You're like, oh no, it's one of my prouder moments. I don't think that's tongue-in-cheek. And why would it be? She goes out there and shrieks at a Jewish guy, just totally insane, terrorist sympathizing nonsense from Anna as usual, morally atrocious, vile fucking barren witch territory. And like, look at the comments. This was a legendary rant, amazing from Anna. Anna cooked his ass, she's fab. Brooke Goldstein is a rabid Jewish supremacist vile savage. Love Anna. Anna rocks, she cooked his ass, she'll cook ya, let her cook. Israel is the problem. She's spot on, I see no issues. She's such a queen. Yeah, nice ratio. Sometimes when people yell, it's at demons, not because they themselves are possessed. This was a W for Anna. We all love her for it. You should shut your mouth and listen. Anna is the best. She's heroic in that clip. You thought this would make her look bad? So out of touch. So in other words, based Anna Kasparian, my goat, and they're posting a tweet of the fucking anti-Jewish trope? I mean, oh, here we go. Anna is a cunt, misguided, misinformed cunt, full stop. Thank you. So when you receive what she would determine to be relevance or meaning or attention or like praise, just like dick-sucking praise from the world over your hateful anti-Jewish bullshit, part of her is like, praise is praise. Like, it's the me show. I'm the main character of my show. I don't care how I get the praise. Like, I don't care how I get the money. I like this shit. I have pride. I have narcissism. I opened my mouth and said things and people cared about what I said. I stumbled into a formula that worked. And you're going to sit here and bitch at me over the fact that, oh, I'm technically an anti-Semitic Jew-hating cunt? Okay, so be it. I'm popular, I'm loved, I'm the queen of being whatever you say I am. But I get to be known, I get to bark and shriek and express my hatred and think I'm right and think I'm better than you. And so what? Who cares about the details of what I'm saying? Who cares that I'm just literally embodying every anti-Jewish trope over the past several thousand years? It doesn't matter. I'm more important. Fuck the Jews and fuck Israel. I'm me. Anyway, it's unbe-fucking-lievable. What a dumb hack, bitch, nobody, talentless, degenerate, stupid, ignorant bitch this woman is. And that is the truth, and that's what needs to be said. So saith I, devontracey.
A heart tattoo on your chest, but there's nothing inside. But I told you, too cool for love, typically ain't my type. 'Cause you